If you're a sports fan in New Zealand, you'll likely know First 15 Rugby. The tribalism and culture of our national game stretches all the way down to the schoolboy level. But some worry that levels of professionalism have gone too far.
I think the fact that schools are looking to professionalise young people is problematic. Children need to be children, young people need to be young people. We need to give them opportunities to experience sport in a positive way.
Schools say they're trying to keep it more casual.
So we've got some great kids alongside great adults, so I'm really proud of the people we have involved in rugby at CBHS. I hate the word program. It makes it sound so professional. We play rugby, we're schoolboys playing rugby, we don't have a rugby program.
One problem that faces schoolboy rugby is player poaching, where schools will offer rugby scholarships to players from other schools to come and play for them.
100% it is still an issue. I mean, the analogy that goes with an arms race is mutually assured destruction, and we are seeing that. We hear lots of stories of regions where unless you go to a particular school you don't get to play rugby. It's incredibly sad.
Shirley Boys High School principal Tim Grockett has seen players leave his school in the past, but he thinks it's getting better in the Canterbury region.
I think there has been an issue in the past. I think that the issue now is less. I think also though it is probably starting earlier, so they're identifying students at sort of intermediate age and making sure that they're getting to their school in year 9 so that they're not bringing them into the school and later.
New rules have been put in place to limit the impact of poaching as well.
One of the things that has happened in the last couple of years has been the development of much stronger rules around the number of players who you can have in your, particularly at first 15 level. So the number of players who you can have in your team who are new to school is pretty minimal now, and there's some pretty tight regulations around it.
But not everyone agrees there should be strict guidance.
I don't like rules because rules have these unintended consequences. There was an article recently about a boy in Auckland who couldn't play for the school he wanted to. He hadn't gone there for a rugby scholarship or anything like that. So rules bring about unintended consequences. So I don't like that. We should have principles. We should have good ethics as well.
Televising of schoolboy games has also come under criticism. Auckland schools announced a boycott last year, citing too much pressure on players, and Sky Sport hasn't shown any games this year across the country. They say this is due to evaluating their options, but a decision has yet to be made.
I think this is a really positive step. I think the fact that we're taking secondary school sport off television is important because it must be really daunting for a young person 16 or 17 years of age to be out playing the sport that they love, knowing that it's being beamed into households across New Zealand.
I'm not into rules, not into blanket bans. I don't want to deny opportunities, but there has been a problem with coverage of First 15 rugby.
Grockett thinks televising is okay if done in small doses, which has been the case for a less successful Shirley team in recent years.
It was a bit more of a treat, and I think that was okay. I don't think that created a whole heap of added pressure for the players, and I think actually they enjoyed it. But it was because it was irregular. If it was happening every week, I'd probably have to start to question that, because at the end of the day, it's still schoolboy rugby, it's not professional rugby.
And that's a message that's trying to be broadcast across the board. Let the kids be kids, and those who go down the professional route will be better for it. Sam Coughlin, Metro News.